if you're pre-diabetic right now, or even type 2 diabetic, listen, it's not a life sentence, but it is a warning sign that it's time to start fixing some things within your lifestyle, okay? This is a lifestyle related disease. I've helped hundreds of coaching clients not only lose weight, but also overcome health concerns like type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, and it's all centered around lifestyle. And so we're gonna dive into that, okay? And so, a lot of people, they think that it's something that they have to live with because they've seen, their upbringing, like their family when they were children, go through the same things. And I was right there too. When I grew up, we used to stay, in humble beginnings. We used to eat pork chops, mac and cheese, green beans, pound cake all the time. It was kind of like Thanksgiving on a daily basis. And I've seen a lot of people that I loved and cared about have issues with type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea. I remember, my granddad, we had like a big space in the basement, and where he would sleep, and he'd be snoring so freaking loud, because of his sleep apnea. And so I've seen a lot of these issues, and I've been able to overcome and help my clients overcome a lot of these issues, okay? And so super important, pay attention, all right? Take notes on this because it doesn't have to be a life sentence. You just have to start being intentional and purposeful with the steps that you're taking on a daily basis with your health, okay? Queen Mo Better said, oh snap, I see you. Oh, appreciate it. First time on YouTube. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, so here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize how important nutrition is. Whenever people start going through any type of health diagnosis like pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that, most people start thinking they need to get a whole lot of herbs, or they're on the other side of things where like, oh, I need to start doing a whole lot of working out. And these things are important. You can improve your health and your lifestyle by adding some herbs in, if you have certain things in place with your nutrition, but also doing some physical activity, which we'll talk about in just a second. But the number one thing, your eating habits. You have to build a healthy relationship with food if you want to be able to lower your blood glucose. Like being pre-diabetic, that means your A1C is somewhere above 5.7. It's like 5.7 to about 6.6, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere up in there. That's where that pre-diabetic stage is. You're not full-blown type 2 yet. And so it's a warning sign. It's a warning sign to pay attention to the types of foods that you eat. And so when I talk about building a healthy relationship with food, a lot of people are abusing food, not realizing it. If you're eating fast food on a daily basis, French fries, drinking simply lemonades, drinking sweet teas, drinking sodas, guys, this is the type of thing, these are the types of foods that's causing the pre and type 2 diabetes. Believe it or not, even those big sub sandwiches that you're eating that are causing you to have brain fog and have the itis, snacking on chips and trail mix throughout the day. These are the types of things that cause these health issues, okay? So super important to pay attention to this. I just asked you when you're going live on Instagram. I just got a notification that you're going live here. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm everywhere. But this is whenever I'm talking to people on my game plan calls and inside the DMs on Instagram and Facebook, this is how people tell me they eat. Or they're snacking throughout the day, or they're not eating at all, and then at the end of the day, they're eating a big meal. They're eating, spaghetti or pasta or lasagna. These types of foods, it tastes good, y'all. Even I like eating it. But I don't eat it all the time because I'm aware of the consequences. Pre and type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, And so instead of eating foods like that, you want to eat them sparingly. Follow the 80-20 rule. Well, if you're pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic, you need to follow the 90-10 rule, okay? That means 90% of the time, you need to be eating whole foods that are dense with nutrients, very low in calories, okay? And then the other 10% of the time, enjoy yourself a little bit, sparingly. Like, don't be just slamming a big pizza all by yourself. Like, you're gonna find yourself in some trouble if you're eating like that. I have a family member, I'm not gonna say her name, but we were out. We had like a family gathering recently over the weekend, and there was like some, what do you call that? Like cheesecake or something like that. And it was macaroni and cheese, and I was like, don't eat that, because she's hiding it. She don't want nobody else to know, but I know. And so, just out of respect, I'm just not saying her name. And so I was like, you don't even have that. You eat this protein right here, but that mac and cheese, that cheesecake, don't do it. And so, super important to be aware of the do's and don'ts. All right. I know a lot of these fitness trainers out here, different health professionals, they'll make these things like seem really complicated, but it's really simple. You have to be intentional. That's why I mentioned that earlier. And so, being intentional, the first thing is whole foods. Every single meal you eat needs to have a protein. Every single meal you eat needs to have a fibrous fruit or vegetable. I'm talking about fruits that have seeds in them, or green leafy vegetables like asparagus. Somebody commented, cornbread, no good. Like, that was another food that I used to grew up eating all the time with my family, eating cornbread almost every day with pork chops. Pork chops, cornbread, and green beans used to be a staple meal. And my great auntie, who I stayed with, and my granddad and his sister, all three of them were heavyset. All three of them were overweight, struggling, aches and pains, sleep apnea, dialysis, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. It was rampant. So super important. That's big back problem, 100%. Oh yeah, I have family members like that. Cornbread, bodybuilder. I used to do bodybuilding. I don't do it anymore. And so that's the first thing. Build a healthy relationship with food. Start eating more whole foods, protein every meal, healthy fruits, vegetables, fibrous fruits, green leafy vegetables, healthy fats like avocados, walnuts, cashews, almonds, okay? These types of foods will regulate your blood sugar. That way you're not spiking it and you're like, oh my God, how can I get it down? These types of foods, your blood sugar is still gonna go up a little bit. It's just not gonna spike, okay? And it'll level out and regulate a lot quicker than if you ate something like some French fries or a pizza or some ice cream. The second thing is, like, the nutrition is by far the most important, because you just fix that part, not only will you lose weight, yes, your blood glucose will come down also, and you'll feel better. Like, you won't have a brain fog and just feeling tired, okay? Second thing, you do have to work out. A lot of people think that hitting the weights and doing cardio is like a fitness enthusiast thing. They think that it's a bodybuilder thing. It's a health thing. A lot of people don't realize this. But when you're hitting the weights, it's not just building your muscle. That muscle helps you regulate and balance your blood sugar. A lot of people don't know this. If you pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic and you're tracking your blood glucose, go to the gym and do a leg day. Do something like lunges and squats and leg press or something like that. Do a full leg workout or a full body workout, and watch how your blood sugar just starts to drop and level out. Because when you hit those weights, it's gonna lower your blood sugar. Like, our muscles have a significant impact on our blood glucose, okay? And so start hitting the weights 3 to 4 days a week. You don't have to be every day, y'all. You don't have to be 6, 7 days a week like a bodybuilder. You don't have to work out 2 times a day like you're trying to do an Ironman. You don't have to do that. Try lifting them instead of hitting the weights. You always got something to say in the comments. But anyway, so that's the first thing. I mean, that's the second thing. Hit the weights, okay? The other side of it, you do want to do cardio. Here's what I tell a lot of people, not even my clients who are not pre or type 2 diabetic. After you eat a meal, go for a 10 to 20 minute walk. After every meal you eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, go for a 10 to 20 minute walk. That's going to help regulate your blood sugar. That way you don't get the itis. You don't have that brain fog. You don't feel that tired and sluggish feeling, okay? You don't feel bloated, okay? And get you a walking pad, guys. I know a lot of y'all making good money, man. Go ahead and buy you a walking pad for 2, 3, 4, $500. Put it in your house, in your office, and after you get done eating the meal, walk on the walking pad. I'm not talking about breaking out into a dead sprint like a pro athlete. Just walk. 2 miles per hour, 3 miles per hour. Guys, you're gonna feel so much better, okay? It's gonna regulate your blood sugar. What do you think about the veggie chips? No, you come out better eating real vegetables. Real vegetables. When I say whole foods, I'm talking about foods that haven't been like processed, okay? Veggie chips, that's a processed food, okay? When people eat a lot of processed foods, these foods tend to have more calories in them, and people tend to gain more weight. People tend to have high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes and pre-diabetes. So eat the real thing. Eat, the vegetables like green beans, asparagus, spinach, Brussels sprouts, your choice, okay? What do you think about bacon? Poor quality food. I used to love eating bacon, but it's really not gonna do, it tastes good, but it's really not gonna do much as far as like nutritional value when it comes to you getting healthier or you losing weight. The nutritional value just isn't there, okay? And so I'm not saying you can't eat it, but just know the difference. Like when I'm coaching my coaching clients in my community, we're talking about things like what foods have value and what foods don't. Because there's no good or bad food. There's just foods that give you value, and there's foods that either don't have value or take value away from you, okay? And so bacon's one of those foods that really don't give you the value, okay? It's just kind of like you're just getting calories and good taste. The walking machine. Yeah, walking pad. That's what it's called, a walking pad, okay? The last thing. So we covered nutrition, we covered the training. The last thing, the third thing is this. You have to stop winging it. I see so many people, they're just like trying to piece together information all on social media and YouTube, and they're just like throwing stuff at the wall, hoping something stick. They find a supplement, and, oh, maybe I need to do that supplement. Maybe I need to do that, what do they call it? That herb. Looking for the quick fix. But in reality, there is no quick fix, guys. If there was a quick fix, everybody would know it, because that's all the trainers and coaches would talk about. And nobody would be out of shape because it's a quick fix. So there is no quick fix. Can you have your clients join the live one day? Yeah, they join on Instagram. I just randomly go live. And so, yeah, you just gotta keep showing up. But anyway, and so the last thing is have structure. Stop winging it and have structure, okay? And so if you're just kind of like looking for these little easy hacks, it's not gonna cut it. The structure needs to be a lifestyle that you can sustain. Meaning, if you know you can only go to the gym 3, 4 days a week, don't be going to the gym 6, 7 days a week. If you know you can't eat, but you rather only eat 2 meals and maybe 1 snack, you can't follow this bodybuilder who telling you, hey, you gotta eat 6 small meals every single day. You're like, man, I'm too busy. I can't be eating 5, 6, 7 meals every day. I don't have that kind of time. And so you gotta have structure that fits your goals and your lifestyle, your life, okay? And when you get these things, I'm telling you, this is how you not only lean out, but you can reduce your blood sugar to the point where you're not fearful and worrying about your health from pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever it is, okay? You have to have structure. Think about it like this. A lot of what's happening to a lot of people who struggle to lose weight and get their health on point is this. It's kind of like trying to bake a cake. A lot of people have the ingredients. It's all over the internet. Shoot, you can get on ChatGPT and find the ingredients to bake the cake. But if you don't have the right recipe, that fits your goals and your situation. This is why so many people still struggle. They have tons of information, they got the ingredients, but not the recipe. And when you don't have the recipe, this is what causes inconsistency. Inconsistency with your weight, inconsistency with your blood sugar, inconsistency with your energy and your health, because you're just throwing things at the wall, hoping something sticks. You got to get a blueprint that fits you and your goals. And when you get that, I'm telling you guys, this is how you get the results and keep them. All right. I'm looking for the walking pad now on Amazon. There you go. Do what you got to do. Other than that, guys, I appreciate y'all showing up. Appreciate the support. If you would like help from me, if you're serious and you want to get professional help to get faster results, I'll drop a link down in the description below so you can learn more about coaching with me. All right, we're getting results over here. I'm talking about 30, 40, 50, up to 60 pounds in only 6 months. It's really happening. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to keep spinning your wheels. There's people out here just like you, busy, getting older, want to look and feel their best, getting the results that you want. All right, so if you want some help, I'll drop that link in the description. We out. Let's get it. Peace.